So, number 3 is entitled When I Am Residing in Your Hearts, How Can You Be Far from Me? To Srimati Subhamagaru, I was glad to receive your letter and was overjoyed to hear that your son's marriage is settled. Even though the devotee did not come, still, I am happy. I am satisfied if you keep me in your mind. Wherever you are, I will be happy if you are all safe. When I am residing in your hearts, how can you be far from me? My name and form are imprinted in your minds. So how can I be far away from you? Between God and devotee, there are no distances. I am always by your side, and you are always mine. All of you come to Puttaparthi after the function. The function will be celebrated with gaiety and happiness all around. I bless the couple with health and prosperity, children and grandchildren, wisdom, detachment, tranquility, and peace. May they have a happy and pleasant married life. Convey my blessings to them. Convey my blessings to your husband and children. The very fact of the marriage of your son brings happiness to me. I will never forget you. I have not forgotten, nor will I ever forget you. This is the truth. What do I have other than my devotees? My devotees are the source of my entire happiness. There is no happiness for me if I forget them. With blessings, Baba Garu. So the first question, there are times when we feel Swami very close to us, and other times when he feels very distant. How do we experience his proximity always?
Yeah, I think now people can speak more. This is, I'm sure everybody will have some experience. How do we experience his proximity always?
I think maybe just kind of not necessarily being of like what is it, being in the world but not of it. So it's I think a lot of times when we just sit in a silent place or when we go in nature, um, and we have the arboretum really close by, places like that which are very peaceful, you can sort of almost hear Swami's voice in those places, but you can definitely feel his presence. I think it's harder when you get into sort of the routine of daily life. I think we talk about that a lot where you fight that battle. It's that daily Kurukshetra where you're fighting all these battles. But when you go into that space where it's sort of you and, um, the divine everything that's around you, it's easier to be centered.
That's a good one because the nature only you see God. Swami many times as nature is God, Swami says. So experience the nature. And also silence. You silent yourself, you can hear the voice of God. So multiple ways people do dhyanam, their meditation. For me, many times when I go to Sai Prem Nilayam, so, and I'm alone, it's absolute quietness, just me and Swami like that, and so huge sitting there, feeling so nice. No, the thing is that again, it's all experience. The real feeling of that oneness is feeling Him throughout 24/7. Not just one time go. That means you need something to get it. No. Oh, you want to go to that place. No. Be here and enjoy. Be here and see Swami. Every moment while walking, while going. That is the realization. All other times, it's just many times you go and come back. In fact, Ramana Maharshi says that every day everyone experiences God. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, true. What happens is when you go to sleep, when you completely sleep, in the deep sleep state, you are one with God, actually speaking. You don't know anything going on, you are one with Him. The only problem is when you come back, again, you are in the ignorant state when you wake up. Because the wake up, again, the striputi comes in, you know, um, the diversity comes in. We see the differences. But the sleep, he says, that moment when you wake up, that just a moment, the first feeling of that is aham, I am. Why? Because even during that sleep state, when you wake up, you know that you slept. During the sleep, you are not aware. But that immediate moment when you wake up, you know fully well that you slept. That means you were present before the sleep and also in the sleep and now. So you clearly understand that God, that oneness at that point of time. That's the whole. So Ramana Maharshi says everybody experiences God every day. The only thing is that every day means during the sleep, but after that, during the wake up, waking state, people are not aware because of this ego attachment, all that stuff, which covers it up. It was working before.
Oh, I think also when you are constantly conversing with God, when you're driving, you're talking to Him. Anything you're doing, you're just conversing. Then you feel there's somebody listening. He's right there. When we just go around doing our daily stuff without when we're not thinking, then you feel that God is separate from you. But even when you're doing your daily chores, your work, everything, you're constantly talking to Him mentally, just asking Him questions. What should I do here? What should I do? Then because He is your best friend. So it's that you're asking your best friend, you're asking your mother, you're asking your father, for advice, or you're just telling. So you're that constant conversation with God draws Him close to you, and you feel that He is always present.
Yes, yes, very nice. That's the way to always conversing with God. That's another path. You want to finish the second thing also, at least we'll finish the letter then otherwise.
And the second question, in moments of distress, when we wonder whether Swami has forgotten us, what should we do to restore the confidence that He will never forget us?
Swami himself is so he's not going to forget. But then again, we have a question.
I think what Sridevi just said, that is that constant conversation, whatever is happening in your life, is that reminder of Swami's omnipresence.
So whole thing about confidence is many times we have confidence in our own. Oh, I am a learned man. I have so much money. I'm so and so. I can do this. I can do that. Oh, that's great. When we have that kind of confidence, then that's not the confidence that's being talked about. The confidence in the self or confidence in Swami means that I am not doing. I am not the one who's doing. He's the one who's doing. Who's every single act of us, every single thing is he's the doer. So in that, he's the one. Then whatever happens, we will not be attached to it. Then what we will do is then it is he's the one who's giving it. He's the one who's also responsible for the results, whatever it is. So you will not be attached. The moment we say we are doing it and we are attaching towards the material thing, then automatically we get bound, and that's not true confidence. The one time what I said is, used to really good in programming and algorithms and stuff like that. One time, it so happened that I, whatever I mean, the code I put it in, usually it's very clean and good. And one time, I wanted to find a solution for something. I know it's so easy to do it, and I couldn't do it. I was really mad, and I was putting it in again and again. It is failing. The error is coming. Error is coming. I was not able to fix it. I was really, amazed. Then I said, Swami, I'm not simply, I'm not very funnily. I was telling Swami, this is not going well, and tomorrow is going to production. This is the only thing that I need to fix it. Then I did something. Have done that several times, and I ran it, and it was giving error. And suddenly I compile and put it is working. I still don't know how. There should be something I might have done, but I don't know what it was. But again, I felt at that moment of time, okay, the problem is I am a good guy. I know how things I do. That thing went away, then Swami took care of it. I think like that, but again, there should be something which I don't know. But till now, I don't know the reason, but it worked. It's been working for 20 years and still the same program. So that means it's really good because Swami did it. So a simple thing, it looks funny, but he tells you and then he makes you realize it. I think we are time now, and we will take the rest of the letters next week. Thank you so much. Sairam.